Hey guys, Team Social Link here. Yeah, I'm the guy who built Glendios. So we start out here with Worldblind Dragon. Basically, when you at the beginning of your ride phase, you can ditch or reverse, search the top 5 for a Link Joker, and then add it to hand. You do that up till you get to grade 3. Once it's grade 3, you can't use that skill anymore, but that helps a lot of inconsistencies in the deck. I also run 8 stand because beatdown in this deck is amazing. Four draw. And 4 heal. And if it looks like I'm struggling to find extra triggers, I kind of am because I have a lot of stuff still in my Chaos Breaker deck. Then we got Star-vader Ruin Magician. 3 of her. She is a recycler. Basically, as many reverses as you have on the field, you call her, counterblast 1, you add that many to your hand from the drop zone. And engraving Star-vader, long name with a P that I can't pronounce. So basically his effect is you call him to a rearguard circle for each reverse on the field, you unflip 1 damage. Then we got Taboo Star-vader Rodrium, something like that.
Rubidium.
Rubidium. She takes an attack going to Glendios and switches it to a reverse on the field. So she's basically she's a perfect guard for this deck, and then we got 2 perfect guards for this deck.
Wait, is she any reverse or reverse in the front row?
I think it just says reverse. This unit is placed if you have a card name surveyed. You may pay the cost of you choose your rear guards with R in its card name, and that unit is being attacked. It doesn't say front row, but I presume it can only be the front row.
Yeah.
The reason you only run like up to 2, or the reason I am, is because a lot of the cards in this deck aren't Link Jokers, so you can't ditch them or a lot of the grade 3s aren't Link Jokers, so you can't ditch them for the perfect guard.
In fact, you already basically have 4 perfect guards.
Yeah. Then we got 4 Star-vader Magnet Hollow. This guy, when it hits Vanguard, counterblast 1, search deck for a reverse out of the hand. 4 Cold Death. When placed on field, if your opponent has a locked card, counterblast 1, they take the card from the top deck, put it into a rearguard circle locked. Really good for Omega Lock.
Occupied or unoccupied?
It doesn't matter. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 reverses. And then 3 Cradle. 2 of them are SP. Anyway. The reason I run 3 Cradle is because he's a great backup Vanguard, and the fact that he also has reverse in his name, so he can be used for all that fancy jizz. I don't know. Don't look at me like that, cameraman. And 4 Glendios. I run 4 because 3 was too inconsistent, and 4 has become kinda too consistent.
And you'd rather make it look like he's rich, so he has 4.
These are only like $35, Donnie.
Like I'm saying, trying to make yourself look rich.
I wish I was rich, but yeah. And basically, we all know Glendios by now. Put him on the field when a reverse is called. Block one of your opponent's rear guards once per turn. Limit break 4 effect. Counterblast 1. Ditch a reverse from hand. None of the locked cards can be locked at the end of your opponent's next turn. And ultimate break if your opponent has 5 locked cards on your main phase.
5 or more.
5 or more. On your main phase, you win. I have yet to get off World End.
Well, you're not really going for
You're not really going for World End in this deck. This is a beatdown deck. That's the 8 stand triggers. But I might switch it to 7 and 5 because you need draw in this deck, but you also really need that stand.
With 7 stand, 5 draw?
Yeah.
I think 6 and 6 would be a little bit of a more consistent ratio.
Yeah, but I was talking to the people on the group, and they were talking about... I was talking about the triggers, and they were either doing crits, like the crits and stands are interchangeable depending on what you really want to go for. But yeah, so that's my Glendios deck. Got my Glendios mat, getting my Glendios sleeves in the mail, all Glendios. Alright guys, Team Social Link out.